Hey guys, how's it going? Zach here with another vlog for Wednesday, February 6th, 2013. And since I'm just getting this channel started, I've tried a couple of various things. I tried doing my whole day last week. Back in January, I filmed, or rather recorded, a gameplay video of my buddy Tyler and I playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And this week, I thought I'd try my hand at a movie review, which hopefully will go well, because I have a knack for giving stuff away whenever I tell people about movies, but hopefully that won't happen. So, yeah, I'm just going to give this a try. Last weekend, I went with my girlfriend to the movie theaters, and we saw a really good movie, which was, hang on here, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, starring Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye from The Avengers, and Gemma Arterton from, I actually have no idea what she's from, but she's pretty good. So, everyone knows the story of Hansel and Gretel. Two kids go into the forest, see this house of candy, start eating it. It's like, oh, this is really awesome, and just keep going and going and going. Then a witch shows up and messes everything. Kidnaps the kids, plans on burning them, keeps feeding them candy so they're nice and plump and all that. And in the end, they burn the witch, which you can guess from a fairy tale because everything's supposed to be nice and happy. So I really liked what the directors did with this concept, and they made it 15 years later. Hansel and Gretel aren't kids anymore, they're adults, and they're not your run-of-the-mill mom and dad, uncle, aunt, happy, whatever, no. They are witch hunters in what I can see as a medieval world where witches are running amok and stealing children, and Hansel and Gretel gotta go take them down. That's really, I think that's the best way you can take a fairy tale, is turn the main characters into complete badasses. Mind my language, please, but I couldn't figure out any better way to describe them. Another thing that I really like about this movie is, aside from the adventure and the action and the little snippets of horror that come from killing a witch, they managed to slip some humor in there with dialogue, certain circumstances, and that's what I really look for in a movie. Is I like the adventure and the action genre, but if you can slip some humor in there and maybe a tiny little bit of romance that turns into humor amongst all the action and everything going horribly wrong, it makes the movie that much better for the audience. And I think directors, they do a pretty good job of that. I mean, look at Lord of the Rings, for instance. Like, there were plenty of times that it was dark and it was dreary, but they made humor out of it because, well, they're hobbits. How can you not put funny dialogue in a movie where there's hobbits and they're supposed to be like 3 feet tall or something? So I'm really glad that Hansel and Gretel kept with that tradition. I will say that the one gripe I had with this movie is that Hansel and Gretel get smacked around way too much. Like, they've been honing their skills with a gun and bows for 15 years to go witch hunting, and they're still getting smacked around like rag dolls. And for one scene, it's not even a witch that she's fighting, it's the townspeople. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're gonna be witch hunters, you have to be a lot more killer than that. About 2/3 to maybe 3/4 of the way through the movie, the henchman that's helping the witch kidnap these kids and hold them hostage comes across Gretel in the forest, and he has a bit of a change of heart. He decides, well, I don't like these witches, I'm gonna fight against them, which is pretty sweet. And turns out that I'm not going to give it away because I told myself I wasn't going to do that. So you'll just have to watch the movie, but he has a change of heart. And there's this kid, through most of the movie, he meets Hansel and Gretel in the town, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome! I want to be witch hunter. I want to be a witch hunter just like you." And Gretel says, "Kid, we didn't choose this life. We kind of had to do this." So he follows them throughout the movie, and it all turns out okay in the end. So let that be a lesson. If you follow your idols around, eventually maybe they will accept you and encourage you to go along with whatever the heck it is you want to do. So that was my movie review of Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. I hope you liked this video. If you do, remember, punch the like button, subscribe to me if you haven't already, and follow me on Twitter, ZachK77, and my Facebook page, Zach Saint Fan Page. And if you see the movie, let me know what you think. Comment somewhere where I'll be able to find it, and tell me, did you like it, did you not like it, what did you like about it, what didn't you like about it, and your overall rating. Oh, right, rating. I am going to give Hansel and Gretel 4.5 out of 5, let's just say guns, because they use guns. So 4.5, no, not 4.5, 4. 4 awesome, ridiculously killer guns out of 5 for Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.